Alright, so in this video we are going to learn how to solve different types of number series questions. Now the first thing you want to do when you're solving these problems is to recognize the transitions. The most simple transition is to recognize the addition and subtraction transitions. So in our first series, moving from 18 to 11, we subtract 7. Moving from 15 to 13, we add 2, and this pattern continues to be consistent. So our next series, the next number in our series is going to be the plus 2. If the last transition was -7 or subtracting 7, now we are going to add a 2. So 1 plus 2 will give us 3, and that will be the next number in our series. So those are the most simple transitions to recognize, the subtraction and addition. So if the pattern does not line up or is consistent with subtraction and addition, we can take a look at multiplication and division transitions. So in our second series, moving from 20 to 10, we are subtracting 10, and then we are adding 2, and we are subtracting 6, and we are again adding 2 and subtracting 4. Now this pattern seems to be a bit inconsistent with addition and subtraction, so if we take a look at multiplication or division, this might clear up our pattern and make it more consistent. So moving from 20 to 10, we can also divide by 2. Moving from 12 to 6, we can divide by 2. And moving from 8 to 4, we can also divide by 2. So now our pattern, instead of these subtractions, we are going to switch off between dividing by 2 and adding 2. So if our last transition was dividing by 2, our next transition will be to add 2. And so 4 plus 2 will give us 6, and this will complete the next number in our series. Alright, now our third series of numbers will be to recognize the second order of transitions. That means finding the pattern of the transitions. So moving from 0 to 1, we add 1. Moving from 1 to 3, we add 2. Moving from 3 to 7, we add 4. Moving from 7 to 15, we add 8. And moving from 15 to 31, we add 16. Now, in this pattern, the pattern does not seem to be pretty consistent with addition. So let's try to recognize the secondary pattern, which is the pattern of the transitions. So moving from 1 to 2, we multiply by 2. Moving from 2 to 4, we multiply by 2. Moving from 4 to 8, we multiply by 2. And moving from 8 to 16, we multiply by 2. So in order to see what our next transition will be, we need to multiply 16 by 2, which will give us 32. So now 31 plus 32 will give us 63, which will be the next number in our series. Alright. So our last type of transitions will be to check the members of the series if they are a function of themselves. That means that 1 plus 3 will give us 4, and 3 plus 4 will give us 7, and 4 plus 7 will give us 11. So this is a pattern of a function within the number series, and so if we now add 7 and 11, we get 18. Which will be the next number in our series. So when you're solving these type of problems, keep in mind these different types of transitions in order to solve.